empathy plays one of the largest roles with what we do. And so I think the entrepreneurs of tomorrow are going to be the empathetic entrepreneurs that really understand the space. And so part of that is this idea that we have a philosophy of always giving back. And so we have brought out our first ever nonprofit. Bruce has this incredible organization called Nextdoor that helps out people here in the city. And Bruce, come tell everybody a little bit about what you do. Guys, show Bruce some love real quick.
I almost heard that. My name is Bruce Beery. I work for an organization called Episcopal Community Services. First thing I'll say is that we are not associated with the Episcopal Church. We were 30 years ago when we started, but Episcopal Services provides those services to homeless and low-income folks in San Francisco. Why are we here tonight?
Wearables.
Wearable. Why else? Well, you all represent essentially a segment of the tech sector, right? Fair to say?
Right.
Yes.
Great. Good. Right about now, the tech sector doesn't have a real good reputation for recognizing that there are homeless and low-income folks that we need to provide some assistance to. I think you see it, unfortunately, you see it almost every day in the news and in the tech news. So the reason we're here tonight is just to give you a little bit of information about an organization, Episcopal Community Services, that is on the front lines of providing shelter and supportive services to homeless and low-income folks in San Francisco every day. We have, I was wondering what was behind me. We have, actually we have some material back there, but we have 3 homeless shelters that provide 600 beds for homeless every night. 24/7, 365 for the last 30 years. We've been doing that. But in addition to that, that's a short term, that's a temporary solution. The longer term solution is to move those folks who need it into supportive housing, and we have supporting housing facilities. We're not the only ones, but we have 9 supportive housing facilities in San Francisco. And then ultimately it's our goal to move those folks who are capable on into permanent housing, and in some cases that's low income permanent housing. So why do I tell you this?
So we can all help.
So you can all help. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And there are 3 ways that you can help. One is you can become aware. And that's the first step tonight, is to make you aware that there are organizations like ours who want to work with you in solving some of those issues in San Francisco. Number 2 is we need volunteers. We need volunteers to come in and work at our facilities like the Nextdoor shelter that's in the Tenderloin, in the sanctuary that's in south of Market, and we have an interface shelter that's up here during the winter months, as well as volunteers in our senior center. We run the whole range of services for homeless and low-income folks in San Francisco. That's number 2. What's number 3? My title is Director of Development, and yes, you should draw some conclusion from that. It's my responsibility to raise the financial support that's necessary to provide the services to the over 14,000 San Franciscans that we provide support and services to every year. We've just launched a campaign. Now, I know everybody can see this, and you can have your very own copy of this if you stop by our table at the back of the room. It's called Homeless Shouldn't Be Hopeless. Homeless Shouldn't Be Hopeless. It is a microsite, that's new stuff to me, microsite, called helpsfhomeless.org. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? helpsfhomeless.org. Go to that site. It has a couple of really good stories, 3 really good stories about the organization, and you'll know a lot more about what we do as a result of looking at that. So in conclusion, I'd just like to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to give you a little information tonight. So I hope I've done step number 1, provide information. Step number 2, go to the microsite, think about how you might invest in your community by volunteering. And third, if you have the resources to do so, consider supporting Episcopal Community Services so that I can look real good in the job that I do. Just kidding. So again, thank you very much. Have fun today.
Thanks so much. I'm going to bring out our benefactor. You know,